Hey guys, I'm Kristen with HK Wax Center in Austin, Arbor. I wanted to make a quick little video and talk to you about the different types of wax and the kind that I use and why I use it. So first one would be soft wax. It's also called strip wax. This type of wax you would put on a thin layer and then put some kind of muslin or fabric strip on top of it to pull it off. A lot of companies will use soft wax because you don't have to use a lot of it to cover a large area. So because of that, it costs less. You just kind of get to save some money because you can cover a larger section without having to use as much. So I totally understand why someone would want to do that. Makes sense. One thing with soft wax, it does adhere to the skin. So when you pull it, it will pull at the skin too, and obviously the hair will come out. But for this reason alone, it's extremely important to not go over the same area twice. If you happen to go over it twice, there is a chance of lifting the skin, which means pulling it off. That can result in bruising, bleeding, scarring, stuff like that, scabbing, which obviously we want you to have pretty skin after all the hair is removed. So that's one reason with soft wax, just be cautious about it. Now, hard wax, also called stripless wax, is what I actually use. Now, with hard wax, you would put the wax strip on, it will harden or dry on its own, and then you pull it right off. So no strip is required to put on top of it in order to actually remove it, which is kind of cool. Now hard wax adheres to the hair, not the skin. So because of that, since you're just pulling out the hair, not the skin itself, it is safe to go over the same area more than once. So I know a lot of my clients tend to tell me it does hurt a little bit less because it's not actually adhering to the skin. Now maybe they are just trying to make me feel good, but it works. So I will take it. The actual brand that I use is called Baradin, and I picked Baradin because I used to work at European Wax Center, and I love their wax. They have an awesome wax. So I wanted to find something that was comparable to it, and honestly, I can't tell a difference. I absolutely love it. The only difference is the color. So mine is like a bluish teal, and theirs is more purple. But I really love it. One thing with the hard wax to keep in mind, make sure whoever you go to that the wax that they have, if it's hard, does not have alcohol in it. Alcohol will actually cause the wax itself to be able to snap easier, so it can break off and come off in pieces compared to one smooth strip. Let me show you what it looks like. Just actual beads itself. One second. Okay, so this is the actual wax before it is melted. So it comes as beads, which is pretty cool. And then obviously, whenever it dries, it will melt, so it's not beads anymore. And I'm going to do a little demonstration so that you can actually see what it will look like whenever it is applied and pulled off. So I'm going to use my leg here. So bear with me for my extreme whiteness. So here we go. Here is my lovely leg. Let me get some wax here. This is my wax pot. So I will get some on there and apply it. So you want to push hard, not that you really need to know that, because I don't recommend anyone doing this on their own unless they are licensed to do it. But push hard so that it actually suction cups the hair itself. Now see how thin that is. I know a lot of people that say with hard wax you have to apply it very thickly. I don't think they're using the right type of wax, because honestly you really don't need to. As long as it's the good stuff, then you can apply it in actually a very thin strip. Too thick and it's not going to dry quite as fast, so the service itself is going to take longer. So I'm going to pull this a little slower than normal so that you can kind of see what it looks like. Here we go. Okay, so here is what it looks like. See how thin that is? And if I had more than one hand, I can kind of show you how pliable it is. I'll try to pull this apart. Oh, goodness, that's a little tricky. Anyway, it's very pliable even after you take it off. So that's pretty cool. Now, also going to show you the wax itself so that you can see kind of what it looks like in the pot. So with this right here, this is my wax. Now if I take this, you can see how easy that moves. I like this big pot because honestly I can get a lot of stuff done in one day, don't have to constantly refill it. And you can see how smooth that is. I love it. So honestly, whoever you go to, just make sure you do your research. You get someone who is licensed and knows what they're doing. Always check out reviews, stuff like that. I really care about my clients. Anyone who comes, I want them to have the best experience possible. So I really love connecting with people, and everyone that comes and sees me is just such a joy. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know, whether it's about waxing or you know, the business, the type of wax, anything like that, products. Feel free to reach out, and y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.